Hello, guys, and welcome to our new online platform. I'll be making these short videos. It's good to be with you. I miss you all. I think about you all a lot, but I believe that learning must take place in this moment that we're in, and so we don't need to be thinking that we're not, learning. We can. So the last time we were in class, we were doing that great set of projects with the Maya Codex, the Maya timeline, the Maya cartoon, and things like that. So, what I want to start off with now is talk about Maya astronomy. And Maya astronomy is really a broad topic that covers really the science of observing the sky, or what they call celestial bodies. This image you see here is an aerial view of Chichen Itza, which is a Maya site in the Yucatan in between Cancun and Merida, the city of Merida. And what you can see if you look at this building that I'm pointing out, this is the temple of Kukulkan. It is a massive temple. We will discuss this in detail. This one down here is the temple of Caracol, and you can see it has a very unique circular shaped roof. So these two buildings are key because they were both built for astronomy purposes, and we will come to that in our discussions. The other thing I think we need to concentrate on is to know exactly what we're talking about when we say astronomy. And I just wanted to use this very basic definition here, which is saying that astronomy is the study of the celestial objects, including the sun, the stars, moon, planets. It is very important to understand the celestial bodies since they dictate a lot of what occurs on Earth. As you know, Earth rotates around the sun. It takes 365 days for the Earth to go all the way around the sun, and we call that a year. And people say it's like chasing a dog chasing its tail, but not as fast. And then we also know that the Earth spins around an imaginary line called the axis, which is its rotation. So that rotation tilts, and so you get different times of the year that we call seasons. And that is also an important thing to consider when studying astronomy in general. So let's look at how the Maya observed the sky. But before we do that, I just want to share with you this image, basic image up here of what I was just saying. We have the sun here in the middle. The Earth goes around the sun. Obviously, we know that the sun is far bigger than the Earth, but this is just kind of focusing on how it goes around. And while it goes around, you can see that there is a tilting at different points. These lines here show the tilt. So that is what causes different times of the year, especially in the north and southern poles, for there to be cold climates. Of course, everything that is in the center, like us in Belize, we're in the equatorial band, so we get a lot of sun all year round. We don't have snow and things like that because we don't tilt, or we're not on the tilt, so to speak. We are tilting, yes, but we're not on the tilt. Anyway, so this is what you should understand. I will send you this PDF separately so you can read it, but I just wanted you to be aware of some of the things that we'll be looking at. So, in addition to a general overview of astronomy, we want to kind of look at how the Maya observed things. One of the main tools that they used was this thing up here called the solar tube. You see that? And that is like a hole in the ground, and they would construct buildings designed to observe the sky, and then near these buildings they will put these tubes so that when the sun hits into the tube, into the hole, you can make a a reading or an alignment as to which part where the sun is in proximity to the earth. Of course, there are other approaches that ancient people took, which is called the solar dagger, this one, which they would cut cracks into rocks, and then the sun align itself and passes through, and it will make a mark. It's almost like a clock. You can see how the line, which is the line of the mark coming through the crack, appears on like a circular drawing inside the back of the rock. You see that? So this is a very unique and interesting way of observing the sun. And then finally, probably the most well-known and popular way that ancient people measured the tracking of the sun was by a gnomon. It's spelled Gnomen, but it's pronounced gnomon. And it's basically just a stick, and the shadow that is cast from the stick creates an observation. Final thing I wanted to show you in this short video is that as a result of the social structure, remember we discussed how the Maya had this pyramid of power, right? We need to be mindful that within that pyramid of power, there were people in the upper levels that were doing specific jobs like astronomy, mathematicians, scribes, artists, and these were the people who were the ones designated and responsible to observe the sky. But we can't say, oh, they were just out there observing. We have to connect that observation to their system of belief, their gods. Remember, they had gods for the sun, the moon, for Venus, for corn. And in addition to connecting the observation of the sky to their gods, it was a very practical way of managing the observation for agriculture, because then they could know at what point rain would come, so they would calculate all these measurements. And this is what gave rise and birth to the Maya calendar. So mathematics, the calendar, religion, agriculture, science, astronomy were not isolated from each other, but they were together. That the Maya saw all these things as together. So thank you, and we will continue later. I will post also a couple of videos and some articles for you to learn more about Maya astronomy. I hope this was helpful. Take care.